Everybody, peace and blessings to the chat. What's good? Hey, I wanted to talk about living your life to the fullest. You heard me. For real. I'm going to give you a little bit of a fun fact, right? That can either ruin your day or it will boost your day. Life is short. Technically, if you're in your 30s, you're middle aged. Yeah, I know. They tell you that when you're 40, 50, 60, or 50, 40s and between 40s and 50s, they say that's middle age. Not according to life expectancy rates. That's not middle age, technically. Not to mention, people, it's all kind of variables that can shorten a person's life. Freak accidents can happen where a person doesn't even make it to 60 or 75, which is the real life expectancy rate in this day and age. So what that means is life is actually short. You're middle age when you're in your 30s. Now, that can either ruin your day or make you say, you know what, I'm going to live my life. Now, I'm not on here to tell you to just go live reckless and do whatever you want to do and act a total fool out here in these streets. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is you got to find balance and you got to understand that you only got one life to live. And a lot of y'all are familiar with gang stalking and the organized mobbing that's brung against us, chosen ones and targeted individuals. One thing you really got to understand is the whole goal of the program is to slow you down. It's literally to make you stagnated. That's what it's all about. That's what it's been about. It's been about making you be still, making you afraid to live your life, making you afraid to travel, making you afraid to, communicate with others, making you afraid to build genuine relationships. The whole idea of gang stalking, the whole program, is to keep you from elevating because they understand that us chosen ones can change the whole world. We tapped into the Most High Creator. We can change everything. They are afraid of your influence, brothers and sisters. They're afraid of what you can do, your possibilities, the people that you may reach by being in their presence, the opportunities that may open up for you, brothers and sisters, if you just know how to move and you operating in the spirit. Let's make this clear. When you're not operating in the flesh and you in the spirit, your discernment is top notch. You know how to move, you know where to move, you know what needs to be done. Your discernment is crystal clear. So these perpetrators, whether it be your friends or your family or whoever it may be, they like to throw obstacles in front of you so you cannot see that vision crystal clear. They want you to be timid. They want you to be closed off. They don't want you operating in the spirit. That's why you got to be careful not to be operating in your flesh, brothers and sisters. You got to be careful that you put your flesh under subjection, that you fast, that you pray, that you ask the Most High for that discernment, because you want clear vision of where you headed. Listen, the Bible says, a traveled man availeth much knowledge, much wisdom. Like, there's a lot of people out here who suffering from, it's actually a term for this. It's called hodophobia. Hodophobia. And it's where people don't want to travel. They don't want to go different places. They don't want to see things. You got a lot of people who, they restrict themselves to their block. They restrict themselves to, nothing more than 10, 15, 20, 30 miles. They have a fear of making moves, of traveling. Listen, you got to understand, chosen ones, it's important to move around. It's important to live your life. It's important to take those opportunities. Listen, it ain't even about money. Some people would say, oh, I don't have the money to travel. I don't have the money to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, plane tickets are a lot cheaper than you would believe. Plane tickets don't cost much, especially a lot of you fellas out there. To be honest with you, a trip can cost less than some of y'all's outfits that some of y'all brothers is wearing in the hood. Some of the outfits that y'all purchasing is a trip. You're literally wearing experiences on your back. You're wearing life experiences where you can actually maneuver and navigate, learn new cultures, learn new dynamics, broaden your horizons. You got to live your life to the fullest because it's too short. Life is too short, man. And that's why I don't get caught up in religious people. I don't get caught up in religious people. Listen, historically, I know who I am. I know my identity. I know who our people are. I know that we the people brung over in the transatlantic slave trade who fit the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. And I know in order to break those curses, we got to adhere to the law, statutes, and commandments. I know that this wicked world owes our people a lot. And it's time for us to start to occupy what they owe us. And the only way to do so is to be in the spirit. The only way to do so is be a willing vessel to do the will of the Father. You got to be a willing vessel. That's what you brothers and sisters got to understand. You got to allow the Most High to use you. Your life is no longer your own. Once you come into this truth, everything changes. It's a paradigm shift. You out of the matrix now. It'll never be the same. The way of life that you were living before, it will never be the same. You cannot just forget everything that you've learned. Like Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, it told us that in this day and age, knowledge shall increase. And that's what's going on. But you got to be an open vessel and be willing to be used by the Creator in order to fulfill your purpose in life. Seriously, you got to live your life to the fullest with no fear. With no fear. Fear is the most, I would say, the most unreasonable emotion that you can have, because it's an uncomfortable feeling. You're worried about something that haven't happened. It's unreasonable to be afraid of something. And you got to understand, even if fear approaches at times, because we all human, we all feel these emotions. Let me explain this to you. Fear, it's nothing wrong with having the fear, but overcoming it is what we got to do as people. When you get that fear, you got to overcome it. Seriously. Somebody said, and it does take putting forth some effort to reside in that place with the Most High. It definitely does. It definitely does. No doubt about that. Hold on, let me just take a sip. It definitely does. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, and it's the thing, man. You got to remain fearless out here. You got to do what it is you need to do in life. You got to be used by the Most High. Live it to the fullest. Somebody said royal priesthood moves states and had 4 jobs. It's 3 months. I can't get right. And that's what we got to understand. The Most High's men, they travel. You got to understand that, brothers. And this is specifically for you brothers right now. I believe Rollo brung this out on one of his chats, that melanated men travel the less in the entire world. Literally, travel the less. And I'm talking about, there's been statistics put out of the radius, the mile radius, how much men actually travel. A lot of men only going to work and coming home. Listen, life is too short for that. And you're going to be full of regret when it's all said and done. If that's all you doing is going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, and you never break out of that matrix and that cycle where you just wearing yourself down and you getting, you just putting a lot on yourself and you're going through the same routine routine. There's nothing wrong with having a routine. But there's times you got to break that routine to get out of your comfort zone. You got to know how to get out of your comfort zone. Because only outside of your comfort zone, brothers, will you actually develop. Only outside of your comfort zone will you become the royal priest that you were destined to become. That's what you got to understand, brothers. And there's times where, you know, a lot of us may struggle with social anxiety, public anxiety. But the only way to fix public anxiety, social anxiety, is actually getting in public, is actually socializing, is actually, you know, interacting and engaging with people. A lot of us introverts, the Most High wants to use to do extroverted work. He wants to use us to do extroverted work. And in order for us to do that, we got to be willing to be uncomfortable at times. We got to be willing to be uncomfortable at times. Yeah, it's noise campaigns. I'm telling you right now, as I'm speaking this message to you, I'm looking around, I'm seeing neighbors coming outside. I'm not putting the camera on them because I'm ignoring them. It's like I come out, they come out. You know what I'm saying? The noise campaigns, the revving of the engines. Y'all know how they get down. Y'all know what this gang stalking program is like. You know, y'all know how they move. They don't like progression. Now here come the wind, the leaf blowers and all of that. Literally. Their whole goal is to knock us out of our zone, to get us to second guess our motion. Listen, you got to be in motion. You got to get motion. I'm talking about, man, there's been times I've been in, you know, parks and public places, and I see the perps coming out, showing up out of nowhere, and I start preaching even louder. Somebody said, yep, that's how they are. He live again. Come on out. I mean, they just come out watching, just walking in circles, looking crazy. Like, that's why I took a seat. I'm looking over there at the neighbor. He's seriously just walking, just out there watching, walking in circles. Like, don't have a dog, nothing. Just the weirdest thing, bro. But that's what it is. This is the program is designed to get you to slow down purpose and progress. You understand? That's what they do. Somebody said, somebody said the blood of Christ speaks against them. Real talk. Yeah, they weirdos. I just don't get it. I'm in my own zone, and that's how it got to be. Bro James says, the fear that I have is the fear of my reaction when dealing with these wicked witches holding back that I don't commit murder. Man, yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. Jasmine Truman, she says, when I move, you move. Just like that. That's how it is. And it's designed to get you chosen ones, your targeted individuals, to second guess yourself. And it also is to make you stagnate. It's to make you stay in one place, looking at everything that's going on the outside. The goal is to get you to just be a hermit, pretty much, a recluse at best. Because every time you step out your door, if the Most High got a seal on you, you're gonna listen. Attention is gonna gravitate towards you. It's gonna gravitate towards you. We in a spiritual warfare. We fighting demons and archons and all kind of entities and malevolent forces 24/7. But they ain't supposed to stop you from living your life. Seriously, you got to live to the fullest, man. Somebody said being a chosen one places a target on your back automatically. Yeah, it does. Soon as you wake up to this truth, the demons can see your light before you even know it's there. The demons and devils and witches and warlocks and those who practice, you know, enchantment behind the scenes, they know your light is coming before you even know it's there. All you doing is searching. All you doing is searching, and all of a sudden, all this attention is there. Real talk. Yep, somebody said the light irritates their demons. It absolutely does, man. It really frustrates them. And they can't help but to watch you. They can't help but to clock you. But we don't have no fear. We're going to live our lives to the fullest. Yeah, and definitely, y'all get the likes up. Get the likes up. Somebody said, but I'm not scared. God keeps me going. Real talk. Somebody said they come at you. Somebody said they come in your apartment, drug you. It's crazy. As it sounds, my daughter got out the shower for school, and some reason she started having trouble breathing. I called 911. She was only 13. Yeah, man, that's unfortunate. Hopefully, your daughter's okay. But this program is deep, man. They do enter certain people's houses and homes and everything. And the goal is to make you paranoid when you leave your home. Like they want you to be like, yo, I don't even want to leave. I don't even want to leave the house. Imagine being put on a government watch list, getting put on a certain agency. And literally, they move things around. They take things out of your home. You'll leave something sitting somewhere. When you leave out, it's gone. And you're the only one that was there. The goal is to make it so you don't leave the house, that you just stay put. Because they know that people who think outside the box are going to break the matrix wide open. They know these little demons and meat suits and devils who watching and clocking, all the weirdos who watching and clocking. They know that when we rise up, it's pressure. They already know it's pressure, I'm telling you. They already know it's up. They already know when it's up with us, it's down with them. They just scavengers. They looking to stop you, man. They know when we up, it's up. And it's stuck, you hear me? It ain't no coming down. Once you decided to go against the entire world, get put on lists, have your family betray you, have people, slander you, backbite you, lie on you, smear campaigns out the wazoo, people, people becoming possessed just to watch and clock. Man, let me tell you something, bro. Soon as that happened and you decided you was going to stand firm, 10 toes down and keep on going, the Most High said, you know what? This a loyal soldier. They ain't turned back. They ain't turned back. They stood on their principles. They stood on their ethics. And, live your life. Now it's time to live your life. It's time to live to the fullest. Real talk. Yeah, you got to be strong in this time, man. Somebody said, family portrayed me for following my football dreams. Sorry to hear that, bro. Somebody said, oh, well, that's weird and miserable. We can't dwell on that BS. Thought we knew better by now. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Somebody said, yeah, you put me on. Yeah, they put me on an FBI watch, and I've never done anything. They come in while I'm asleep and move stuff around, breaking my car and leave body fluids inside. It's crazy. I don't know what to do. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to move. Listen, the Bible tells us plain as day. When you prosecuted in one city, you flee unto the next. If you're going through that in your neighborhood, you need to leave. You need to get out of there. And someone say, well, I don't have the finances. I don't have the money to move. Listen, if a hurricane was coming and you knew a hurricane was coming, Pete, what I'm about to tell you, you knew it was off the Richter scale and it was coming through and it was going to tear everything apart. Would you not find a way to get out of that situation before it happens? Did you hear what I just asked you? Would you not figure out a way how to get out of that situation? So we as people, we allow things of this world to restrict us, not even understanding that the Most High can provide everything for us. You have to find a way. Yes, the Most High God will look out for you and put things in play, but you got to do something. You got to have some motion with yourself. You got to be willing to go out on a limb. Sometimes in life, you have to take chances too. Sometimes in life, you have to take chances. And I believe that every single chosen one who know the truth, I believe all of us have a certain level of insight where we know what moves to make. We know what we have to do. We just have to tap in. And if you don't know what to do, if that discernment is not clear, what you need to do is make sure you operating in spirit and not flesh, because that discernment is supposed to be there for you. If you're not operating in the flesh, the Lord will show you things. So if you let me put it this way: if you're in a situation where you're finding it difficult to make a concrete decision on directions that you're going in life, and you're conflicted, that means you need to purge the flesh to get the answer. That's what fasting is for. That's what prayer is for. That's what putting your flesh under subjection is for, to get answers to questions. That's one of the things. It's for many other things, but it also gives you answers to life decisions, questions. It gives you the discernment. When you operating in the spirit and your flesh under subjection, you know what direction to go, and you're confident in the decisions you make. You're doing it. You're doing it. There's no fear to it. You know that you're in the right place. You know you in the right frequency. You know that you dealing with the right energy. Only when there's confusion, there's a devil in your life. When there's confusion, there's a demon in your life, and you need to find out where it's at and get that out of there. Real talk. Yep, somebody said it. Walk by faith and not by sight. Can't let fear get in the way of your purpose. God, let the holy God let him move you. Real talk. That's real talk. Somebody said these criminal perps derailed me for a year. I'm back on top. They messed with the wrong one. Real talk. Yep. That's what it is. Somebody said it. They want you to be delayed in your mission. Life too short for that. You know how many people out here in the world could have, should have, and could have done something different, something special, but they decided not to make certain moves and put certain things in play. And now, they don't have the ability to do it no more. They don't have the ability to live to the fullest. Man, it's nothing like growing in stature, growing in age, and not having the answers to the what if. You know how some people, like, they could have done something, but they didn't do it. They basically, stop themselves, and then they have to grow up and say, what if? What if I did make that move? Or what if you shouldn't have to go through that. That's torturous to me. I don't want to live my life and be like, yo, what if I would have done this? Or what if I would have made that move? What if, no. Forget all of that. You got to live. Do the impossible. Do what it is you was born to do, man. Real talk. Yup, somebody said demons want you stuck in your wilderness season. They don't want you to reach the next level because they know what God had for you, even when you didn't know. That's why you walk by faith and not by sight, right? Yup, somebody said it. Risk can come reward. I'm telling y'all, man, you gotta get out, enjoy life, kill all those negative feelings. Listen, idle time is the devil's playground. If you wake up this summer, anytime this summer, I want y'all to get as much vitamin D as possible out here. If you wake up any day this summer and you feel lethargic, lazy, don't want to do nothing, man, go out there, soak in that sunlight and get in motion. Do something. Stay active out here. Stay busy. Stay working. Stay making moves. Stay stacking your bread and traveling. Go see some things. Do it now. Do it while you can. Oh, you always wanted to go see this place? Go see it. You always wanted to go skiing. Go skiing. I'm dead serious. You always wanted to go to the beach in Jamaica, lay back, sip a pina colada. Yo, make time to do it. Because them people that try to run us like slaves and work us to death and make us afraid of losing things. Listen, your life wasn't meant for you to work your entire life and not enjoy certain things in life. You are supposed to be able to enjoy certain things. Just move some things around and enjoy yourselves. Listen, what they do in this society, they constantly pushing fear, dissension, confusion, chaos, malignity, contentment. Man, it's so much negativity they put out here. They don't want you to be breathing that air. They don't want you to go live your life. They don't want you to experience new things and sightsee and actually learn new things. They don't want you to do that. Nah, chosen ones. They feel like that only the wicked should be able to enjoy life. I'm telling you how these gang stalkers, perps, and weirdos think. They believe that they the only ones that should be able to enjoy their life. They believe because they sold their souls that they gotta keep somebody down. Somebody, since they sold their souls to get the same thing that we get just from choosing the Most High, just from choosing righteousness, we get the same luxuries. But they believe we ain't supposed to have that. They believe, oh man, they didn't do what we had to do. You know how deceived these people are? They feel like they've been deceived because they have been deceived. Satan required their souls to watch us, stalk us, hold us down. He required their souls just to get the same thing that we can get. But it's a mental thing. It's mental with us. It's mental with us. Like, it's there for us, but because we've been put on these lists and we've been watched and these programs are going on and things of that nature, we're afraid. We're afraid to move. We're afraid to do things. Not understanding, listen, Christ said it, if they hated me, they're going to hate you. You think the disciples and them wasn't being watched? You think the men of the Bible wasn't being clocked? Like, this cowardice spirit got to go. This cowardice spirit got to go, man. Either you're gonna live like a man or you're gonna die like a coward. You're gonna live like a man or you're gonna die like a coward. And I ain't saying I'm not saying have a death wish. I'm not saying go out here and be reckless and, poking a bear out here and hope that they take you out and rebel against the system. I'm just telling you, brothers, to live your life. Don't let these cowards and weirdos stop you from living your life. Don't let them keep you complacent where the only thing that you could turn to is sin. Keep you in the house, keep you depressed. Too much sunlight out here. It's gonna be too much sunlight this summer to keep you in the house and keep you depressed because these perps is watching. They gonna watch, let them watch. Tell them take a picture because it's gonna last longer. You hear me? We gotta live to the fullest, all the chosen ones. This program was meant to destroy us. You was never supposed to break the matrix. This was meant to put you on self-deletion mode. That's what the goal was. Let me tell you something. Gang stalking was made to make y'all self-delete. That's what it was made for, to make us who've been going through these programs and dealing with these perps and these damn witches and weirdos and all of these individuals who out there clocking, stalking, putting out all kind of false narratives and all that strange behavior. It was meant to make you suicide. It was meant to make you want to self-delete. Y'all, listen, imagine this. We done overcame all of that. We done overcame all of that. It was meant to make you feel like you was losing your mind. They wanted y'all to get committed. They wanted you to be on all kind of medicines, psychotropics. They wanted you in a nut house, but you're not there. And even if you have been committed, listen, it ain't too late to make something of yourself. Real talk. Somebody said, Matthew 6:34, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Right, real talk. That's real talk. The scriptures say, don't worry. It tells you not to worry. It's the pollen out here, y'all. Goodness gracious. It tells you don't even worry about what you're going to eat the next day, what kind of clothes you're going to put on your back. Listen, all these things on a daily basis can make you feel overwhelmed. Do you know how many vain people are overwhelmed It's too much to think about. What I'm gonna wear tomorrow. That stuff adds up. I'm telling you. I wonder how these people gonna see me when I go outside, and what I'm gonna have on, and what I'm gonna eat tonight, and what I'm gonna listen. Do you know how overwhelmed a lot of these individuals really are? They seriously overwhelmed, y'all. You do not want to have that same spirit. Somebody said, that's right, I can witness to that word too. Yeah, exactly. Somebody said, did you hear about the Brazilian festival? No, I ain't hear about that. Somebody said, New Breed, you helped me a lot. What happened with the Brazilian festival? Yeah, mundane things will drive you insane. They really will. And in hindsight, it takes your focus off of the bigger picture. When you're worried about small things, vain things, it takes your mind off the bigger picture of where you really headed. Yep. I'm telling you, yes, yeah, it is a beautiful day. I just wanted to come through and kick it with y'all, man. Real talk. Yeah, let me tell y'all, man, I went and seen, I seen Creed 3. I know a lot of y'all seen the, and we're going to go on whatever topic I want to go on right now. We're going to talk about whatever I want to talk about at the moment. And get the likes up on the video if y'all want the stream to carry on. Show you support. That's why sometimes I end streams early, because if the likes ain't matching the views, I end it. I was like, all right. That's literally what I do. I look at the likes. I'm not going to keep asking people to like the video the whole time. I'll look at the likes, and if I see it ain't at a certain amount at a certain time, I just end it. That's just how I've been doing lately. But nah, seriously, man. I watched Creed. Y'all know yesterday I did a video on it, on the suspicious flamboyant pictures that Michael B. Jordan and the boy Jonathan, what's his name? Jonathan something Majors. I was talking about that, but I haven't seen the movie prior to that. I went and seen it yesterday. And I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all want my review? Y'all want my movie review? I'm gonna give y'all my review. I'll give y'all my review without spoiling the movie. Let's see, I'm looking at the likes. Let's see. Somebody said, let's talk about it. Okay. All right, so first of all, man, the previews before the movie, they got a new George Foreman joint coming out. It's like a biopic type of setup, and I'm really, really looking forward to the George Foreman joint. The George Foreman flick, man, that look like something I want to see. It's really gonna get into detail. Those are my kind of movies right there. So that was one that stood out. That was probably the only movie to me that stood out for the previews. But anyway, the movie, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it's good. It's a good movie. It's not a story that haven't been told before. And what I mean by that is, it's you know, we all know the story of, we heard this story many times, where a brother goes on to be successful. The other guy, he goes to jail for some time because of a situation that happened, and one guy get away, one guy don't. So, you know, there's some jealousy and envy there because, you know, one guy's living the life and the other guy's behind bars, but they come from the same type of environment. We've heard that. We literally heard that story. It's a predictable story, but nonetheless, the movie was good because it kept you engaged. It showed you how when the devil show their horns, believe it. I don't know if they got that directly from me because I'm one of the first people that said that, but I'm telling you, they said it on the movie. Hey, this person show you who they are, believe it. And that was a real powerful line right there. I think they did some good things theatrically. Um, I mean, overall, it was entertaining. It was an entertaining movie to me. Predictable, yet entertaining, right? But nonetheless, I mean, I recommend it. It was decent. Somebody said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." Right? Real talk. Yeah, we see that every day in our community, and it was also something very daunting about Michael B. Jordan's past that from my further research, his character, Apollyon Creed, whatever his name is, Adonis Creed, the character seemed to have went through some abuse of some sort. The original, I believe the original screening of it, on the original writing, it was maybe some sexual abuse that took place, um, which does happen. And I feel like they never went into detail about it, but as you watching the movie, you literally feel like that he was abused in that way. Um, and that's probably what Sylvester Stallone was talking about. But you just have this overwhelming feeling that he went through that, like he's been abused or molested or whatever the case is. And I don't, and there's a lot of athletes who've been through situations like that. Um, and I think they should have left that in because it's one of those things that needs to be brung out on the forefront. There's a lot of ritual abuse that go on, and a lot of these there's a lot of ritual abuse that takes place. Man, spider making a web right in front of me, y'all. And a lot of these these coaches and things like that, some things have happened over the years. We heard multiple stories about things like that. And I don't know. It was the decent movie though. Somebody said, so the verdict is Creed is worth watching. Yeah, it's worth watching. It's worth watching. Now that doesn't negate the demonic, evil, wicked pictures that was taken to advertise the movie. That don't just negate that, man. What these grown ass men is taking these sassy pictures like that's no good, bro. It just is what it is. You can feel how you want to feel about it. A lot of people watch these movies and they fall in love with the characters, and they don't understand that outside of the movie, you don't know what type of person you're dealing with. They're professional actors. That's what they're doing. They're acting. People be feeling like they know the characters, like they know them as the people. Listen, I know what these people do off camera. I know what they do in these Hollywood circles, and I know that the casting couch is real. So I know how to disassociate from the characters of a movie and the actual person and the actual people involved. Yeah. Man, y'all seen that Jonathan dude on that daggone ebony cover, man? Come on, man. Big old 6'2", 225 man. Squeezing in tight pumps, and come on, man. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. That man looked like he on the cover of a Lil' Kim album. Your man was looking like Lil' Kim on her second album cover. He was, yo, you can't make this up, y'all. That man had his lips puckered up. That man was looking like, oh, that man, come on, bro. Too daggone big for that, man. Big brolic, what? Like, how do these big brolic men take pictures like that? Like, how do you feel about yourself? Like, you lifting all these weights. I just don't get it, y'all. You taking all this testosterone. Look, peep this. How you gonna be taking all these testosterone, steroids, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, hitting the gym, doing what you doing, and then dressed like Lil' Kim on a freaking Ebony magazine? How? I don't get it. Something wrong with that, bro. And then, like, y'all seen those pictures, man. It's just demonic, bro. It's just all out demonic, bro. Holding that man, he looking vulnerable. Like, something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right. The movie's good, but that's a weird way to promote it. That's all I'm saying. I know a lot of people got mad about my video. I've had people inboxing me on Instagram who was offended. New Breed, you shouldn't be calling people names because you're supposed to be spiritual and all that. I ain't calling nobody names. What I'm doing is, this is astute observations. If I'm observing a big brolic man trying to be a diva, and these are supposed to be our heroes and the courageous ones, I'm gonna point it out. I'm gonna say it like I see it. I'm gonna call it like I see it, man. If you offended, hey, it just kind of is what it is. Somebody said, everything is backwards with them. Good is bad and bad is good, right? Yeah, and then like Jonathan responded to it, and he said something like, sometimes you gotta rile things up when you doing positive. What are you talking about? Because like it was a couple comedians that went in on him. Like there's a few people who went in on the dude, and his response was like, you know, like basically trying to act like he's in control and that he just doing things to rile things up. No, man, we know that y'all boule. We know that these various designers and these producers, and we know how the industry work by now. Just say that you will do anything for some money and clout. You'll do anything for a bag. You'll sell the black man image out. Just put it like it is. Just say it like it is, man. Yeah, they want these young kids growing up confused. Yep, Isaiah 58, cry loud, spare not, show our people their transgressions. Yeah. But it is what it is, man. I just wanted to come through this with this stream. I know I went on a little tangent, but it is what it is, man. We got to live our lives to the fullest. I just really wanted to tap in today. This was an impromptu video. I wanted to make sure I put up some content before I go take care of my work, and I wanted to tap in with y'all, man. But I got more coming. If y'all want to support the work, newbreed.love, tap in with us. Y'all will gather.us. We going to Africa. Yeah, we're going to be building. We're going to the motherland. There's a lot going on. Let me see. March 22nd all the way to April 5th. That's where I'll be. And we'll see if I can get some content done in the process. But the itinerary is very busy. It's very intense. It's a lot going on. It's going to be a lot going on the trip. But if you want to tap into us, because there's going to be a big change when I come back from Africa. It's going to be a huge change. So tap in now. Tap in now to y'all will gather.us, especially you brothers out here who's skilled. We out here occupying land in various places. We need brothers and sisters who got a green thumb, but we need you brothers who got various trades. Tap in. Y'all will gather.us /brotherhood. Tap in because we're going to start building together, man. It is what it is. I love y'all. Have a blessed one. Shalom and peace.